Hello, my name is Tyler Waide, and I'm presenting a new revolutionary option to solo and self-dining. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you needed to go get food or wanted to go out to eat after one of those long shifts at work and weren't able to because you didn't want to go eat alone? Well, that is the solution I am trying to create here with my idea. A little bit about me. So, in my experience throughout my youth, I did move around a lot, often finding it hard to make friends and find time to meet up with them. It did make it hard to make plans to go out and eat with others, and especially in my later years while traveling, I've seen that time and time again where people are eating alone and their reaction to being interrupted while eating solo. A big part of this motivated me to want to create a solution to this problem that many don't realize occurs around them. It's something that really isn't noticed or spoken to or spoken about as much as it really should be. The problem we're trying to solve here is the struggle of what it means to eat alone. There is a deep social stigma associated with this that makes people think that dining alone is a bad thing. But in the foodunfolded.com article about the rise of eating alone, it was actually discovered that over half of Americans prefer to eat alone. With the increase in young workers and higher rates of people moving for work, there's an increase in social dining. And my idea is to combat that social stigma and the cost associated with this decision. Here of who's impacted by this. It's something that can impact anybody, especially those who work in offices, Gen Z and millennials. Really, any age group could be impacted by this. It's not something specific to an age group or gender. It is prevalent across many demographics, and the most widely impacted, though, are people who work in that office setting or may be new to a city. When new to an area, they are more impacted by the lack of social connections at any given time. This makes it hard for them to go out and eat unjudged, and it also leads to an increase in bad eating habits, such as fast food or expensive ones like ordering in. The issue can impact anyone of any gender as well, and is not something specifically impacting one group over another. As far as the current solutions go, as I mentioned, there's Grubhub, Uber Eats, fast food chains. Although these alternatives do exist, they are not remedies to the issue presented. They are options that can allow for quick and easy dining alone, but they are either extremely costly or they are very unhealthy. The long-term impacts of eating this way on the body can be very negative, and other options are very costly. Overall, these options do exist, but they're not truly solutions to the root of the problem, which is combating that social stigma around solo dining and the judgment associated with it. The full solo dining experience is one of the future, one that allows for a customer to have a full course meal without the stigma associated with having to deal with wait staff and serving staff, or anybody really looking at them and wondering, why are they eating alone? So it allows them to enter the building and greet with the host, proceed to sit down, have their dined service food, and order using something similar to what you'd see at a Chili's or an Applebee's, where you have your menu with your photos, fully automated. You select what you want, you pay at your table. It would offer the ability to move the dividers, though, between the tables, so if someone is dining alone, they can also retract to dine with others if desired. But the main focus is the ability to dine alone at an Americana food-style restaurant at affordable pricing without needless interactions. So why I believe this option will really help. So it allows for the true full dining without stigma experience. It allows people to be able to eat and have that solo dining experience without having to really worry about how people are going to judge them. So it can accommodate a preference to dining with company, but does focus on the solution of eating alone. It does implement different technologies to alleviate strain of staff and keep overhead low, so it's also a low-cost option. And it generates an alternative to fast food and dining in that would otherwise be presented as the alternative to the stigma of full-service dining by themselves.